Hi everyone, it is Kathleen. So this design I've been wanting to do for so long. So this little flower is one that you can literally find anywhere where there is like that weed in the grass. So it's just a yellow little flower, and I specifically wanted this one because the petals are the exact size for like your nail, because you want to get a flower that will obviously fit your nail. So what I do is I pull off all the petals from the little flowers by just tugging them. You just pull on it very slightly and it comes right off. So I'm just going to pull off all the petals from the flowers that I picked out. I picked around, I don't know, 5 different flowers, but you really only need as many petals as you want. So I picked my flowers a day before I was going to do my design, because I thought that I was going to do it the day that I picked the flowers, but then something came up and I just couldn't do my nails. So they obviously got like all crusty. So what I had to do was, once I picked the petals off of the flowers, I had to soak them in water so that they could, soften up. But if you pick the flowers and then you immediately go and do your nails, you don't have to do this step, because the flowers should be like, soft and nice. So once my petals are in the water, I'm going to go ahead and start on my nails. So my base coat is the Nail Tech Maintenance Plus. I talked about in my previous video how I switched up base coats, and the nail polish that I'm using is Ulta, and it is called Eye Popping Poppy. And this is what my nails look like with 2 coats of the nail polish. So now for the flowers, what I do is I used a nail tool. This is like I don't even know what this nail tool is called, but you can use anything that has like a flat tip so that you can easily pick up the petal from the water and then easily place it onto your nails. Now my nails are completely dry. Well, I wouldn't say completely, they're semi-completely dried. So I just place it how I want and then I just flatten it out. Now since it is a little wet, the petal kind of like picks up the color of the nail polish. Even though the nail polish is dry, I don't know why it did that. But I'm thinking that if you recently pick the flower, from the ground, and the flower is still alive when you're doing this, then it shouldn't do that. But I'm not sure, so don't take my word on it. But anyways, it still looks nice. So here I switched to this is the little cuticle picker tool. Again, I don't know what it's called. I'm just using anything that will allow me to pick up the petal and place it on my nail. You can even use your finger. If your nail polish is dried, use your finger. It's the best tool that you have. So what I'm doing is I am going to be doing the 4-petal flower, and I'm only doing 1 on each hand because it is a little tedious, trying to put all these petals and everything. But trust me, it looks so pretty once it's all done. The other thing I did want to say, that if your petals aren't wet, then you should apply, a little bit of top coats to act like glue, and then you can stick the petal onto the top coat. Because since the little petal is wet, then that's kind of acting as my top coat. But just add a little top coat, like a little dot. It's as if you were to be adding like a little stud to your nail. It's the same process. You just add a little top coat and then just place the petal on top the way you want it, and you're just going to go over it with top coat, like over the whole nail when you're all done. So to bring the flower to life, I'm going to add a blue dot in the center. You can do whatever color you want, and if you want to, you can even go further and outline all the petals, But I figured that if you're going to be doing this, it's because it's easier than, drawing out the petal and just the whole flower using a paintbrush. So you can leave the rest of the nails as is, or you can go ahead and just draw swirls. I'm just going to draw swirls on all my other nails. It just gives the nail design more detail, but it would look perfectly fine if you just leave the nail as is, or if you go over it with a little glitter, that would also be very nice. So here are what my nails look like before the top coat. So now I'm going to go in with the top coat, and as always I use Seche Vite and I place it all over my nail, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So I make sure that everything is nice and flat and stuck on and dried before I go over the top coat, because if the petal isn't flat, then you're gonna have like a bump in the road, and you don't want a bump on your nail. So once everything is flat and nicely pressed down, I go over with top coat, a very generous coat of top coat, and I do it on all my nails, and then I will show you what they look like when they are all cleaned up and finished. So here are my nails once they are all done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm always trying to find alternative ways for you guys to get lovely designs, because I do a lot of, paint brushing and, maybe not so easy stuff, but this is pretty easy, and look, you get a perfectly real flower on your nail. So I hope that you guys subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys!